Disclaimer: I do not endorse the harming of any animal of any kind. I love animals. I'm not making fun of what happened. Please watch the video first and understand why I titled this video the way I did before you judge me. Thank you. Well, hello there. If you're new to my channel, please like, comment, subscribe. It would really help me out. And here we go with the video. In 1994 and 1995, during the summer, I was a commercial fisherman in southeast Alaska. We were fishing for salmon. My seining boat was named the Cheryl Ann. We had a crew of 5 and sometimes 6 crew members, including the captain. My main job on deck was to pile the net. We were a full purse boat, which means the net was heavier and wider than a typical half purse boat. Lucky me. Days off were fixing holes in the net, cleaning, and grocery shopping. How it worked is that we would go out for 2 days and come in for 2 days. If I remember correctly, the openings would start at 6 in the morning and end at 6 in the evening. I actually started to like eating Spam because that's pretty much all we ever ate. Just like Bubba and Forrest Gump, we had fried Spam, barbecued Spam, baked Spam, and so on and so on. There was no toilet and no shower on our boat. Don't ask what we did for number 2. Someone warned me that being stung by a jellyfish was like receiving 1,000 mosquito bites on a 1-inch square of skin. In my head, I was thinking that he was just trying to scare me. It was very apparent on my first set that he was not joking. A small piece fell on my face. I naturally used my glove, which was already full of jellyfish from the net, to wipe it away, making it 100 times worse. They had to pour condensed milk in my eyes to take the stinging away. Everyone is a greenhorn their first year, and every greenhorn on our boat got thrown overboard for initiation. I got out of it for the first 2 months by saying I was wearing contact lenses, and if they got lost, I wouldn't be able to see, and they'd owe me money. One night we tied up to another boat so we could hang out. We were probably 10 miles from the closest shore. I saw a few people whispering and looking at me. I ran to grab a ladder and 8 guys charged me. They eventually forced my hands to let go and threw me into the cold, dark, rough water. It seemed like I kept going down for 30 seconds, and then I started to swim back up. I was in my clothes and my boots. It was scary because there were whales and sharks and jellyfish and who knows what else down there. The meanest person I ever met was a guy named Tom Morrison. I can handle anyone now. So my first warm-up in fishing was I went out halibut fishing, and I made enough just to pay for my rain gear. But in the morning, Tommy woke everybody up by saying, "Get the F up." And then I went upstairs and stood in the kitchen for a second trying to wake up, and he said, "What the F are you doing in here? Get the F out there and get in your effing rain gear." And he wasn't joking. He told me he'd been commercial fishing for 32 years at that point, and he loved to put me down because I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, "Man, I've only been walking for 16 years, so give me a break, man." I'd love to run into that guy now. Seining is when there's a huge 250 fathom net. A fathom is 6 feet, before you ask, connected to a smaller skiff. Boats line up and take turns. Each set lasts for around 30 minutes. The skiff brings the end of the net to the main boat and the fish is brought on board. When the opening is over, we offload the fish on a tender boat. They weigh what we caught and pay us accordingly. Even on the nicest days, it was always rough water out in the Pacific Ocean. And when it was storming, forget about it. It was hard to even stand. We were mainly fishing for sockeye, pinks, chums, and silvers. We couldn't keep the king salmon that we accidentally caught, but yes, we did. Don't tell anyone. So one time we caught a 12-foot great white shark in our net. It was on our deck thrashing around. Now the problem is, how do we get it off the boat? The thing would eat us all if it could. It probably weighed 1,300 pounds. We couldn't shoot it. We might put a hole in the boat. We didn't have a chainsaw. So every guy I've ever told this story to loves it. Every chick, every time, hates the story and feels sorry for the death machine shark. According to my analytics, I have 0 female watchers, so here we go. We had to tie a rope around its tail, lift it up with the winch, hang it over the side of the boat, and cut its tail off so it would fall into the water. We had no choice. Now, I don't condone this, but it happened. Another time, I punched a fish in the head because we were deck loaded, meaning we caught so much fish that they couldn't fit all in the hatch. So I was leaning over to grab something, and a fish used its tail to throw jellyfish in my eyes. I grabbed the fish, I punched it in the head, and I put it back down. I was actually doing the fish a favor because I put it out of its misery, since it was slowly dying, not being in the water. You're welcome. People always say, at least you made a lot of money. But in reality, both years I only got paid half of what I actually earned because I had to leave a week early for college, which meant they had to find a replacement and split my earnings amongst everyone else. I foolishly thought they wouldn't do that to me the second year, but surprise, surprise, they did. It was a horrible, miserable job, and if I could take it all back, I would. I always tell people who like fishing that I probably touched over 1 million fish with my hands. Then I ask them to smell my hands. They say any adversity in one's life adds character, but I didn't earn any from fishing. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.